Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Vecchione.
And I'm Greg Stone.
And we are the Macaroni Rascals. It's a great new podcast. Me, my friend Greg Stone, we riff, we talk Italian stuff, we talk comedy. We basically just have a good time. Greg?
Yeah, I think it's great, and you're great. I love you, and we'll do more.
I love you, and I love doing this podcast from the darkest corner of your apartment. Who's going to bring us in this time, for real?
Who brought us in last time?
I think you said you were going to, and then I just Welcome to the Macaroni Rascals, everybody!
It's a goddamn Wild West podcast.
Oh, yeah.
My
it
fingers.
goes from behind the scenes right into the main course.
The main course, the dish.
This is a pasta related podcast, and it's your favorite pasta related podcast. Thank you for tuning in. And the tracksuits are back. We read all the comments.
That's right. They were in the cleaners.
Yes.
And I don't mean the fake cleaners, you know, the people who murder people for money. I'm talking the real deal ones.
No. Yes. Do you ever see those cleaners on the street that are environmentally sound? Do you think that makes a difference? Like people go in more?
I don't know a fucking thing you're talking about right now. You need to explain that further.
Okay, so you walk in New York, because a lot of people are watching from all over the globe.
Right, global heads.
The globe heads. But in New York, there's cleaners all over the place, dry cleaners all over the place. And some cleaners advertise environmentally safe dry cleaner. Does that make a difference?
First of all, they're not doing anything. They just bought a sign. They just bought a sign that says environmentally clean.
Yeah.
But they're still dumping all that soap right into the green sludge into our drinking water. I'm sure of it. They're
putting the green sludge in our drinking water.
We clean it with Bounty or whatever. What's a good song?
Why are they immigrants?
Oh my God, you found my racism.
Oh my God.
You found my racism.
I am trying to cancel you.
You did.
Boy.
Well, they're never really just straight up Americans, right? Like, hey, what's up, dude? Want to come to my laundromat?
Not in New York, they're not. Yeah. You're accurate on that.
Brah.
They never are.
Want me to wash your clothes, brah? Never seen that.
No. They're never a burnout surfer mountain guy.
Yeah.
It's always, it's mostly immigrants. Yeah. And, but what if, I don't think it makes a difference to anybody. I don't think.
Environmentally?
No, I think that they don't care if you're. I would bring my clothes. I don't care if you're killing people in there.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing a good job on the clothes.
As long as you get the blood out.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Get the blood out. That's a good name for an episode.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can work that back in, because that's a good title.
Every time you say get the blood out, he's got 5 points.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm sorry.
I lost my train of thought. And so I don't think it makes a difference at all to people. But I don't know how those places stay in business. There's been a few advertised as like environmentally safe, and they look like they're booming business-wise. So maybe in New York, where people are like conscious of that and will pay more, because I assume it's more money for them to be environmentally conscious. Whereas the non-environmentally conscious ones are just, they're doing whatever. They're doing nasty stuff.
They're fucking in there.
They're taking your buttons. There's buttons missing, and they just taking them, and then they're having sex on your buttons.
I love
and your zippers.
Every few months, am I missing another? They take one button every time you wash it. Another goddamn button.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this about how they stay in business. If I could pivot.
Yeah.
In New York, the ecosystem is walking distance. They're all, if it's 3 blocks from your house,
right?
That's it. They could be like, we wash your clothes with your mother's blood, and we get the blood out.
We get the blood out.
But we're down the block, so you go.
Right.
So you go.
Or do you want to do CrossFit and carry your laundry 5 blocks? That's actually good. You wouldn't need a gym if you did that. Yeah. If you carried your laundry and then maybe did some presses with it and some cardio with it before you dropped it off, you'd be like, all right, that's my gym.
That's a real Mike Vecchione move.
That's something.
Working in
fitness.
In the laundry into fitness.
I'm a big scheduling guy. Like if we could knock 2 birds out with one stone, Greg Stone, then if you could knock 2 birds out with one stone, it's more of efficient of a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost you when you said Greg Stone. I got excited to hear my name.
People love that. I read a book that said the biggest way to network with somebody and to persuade them is to use their name.
Okay, Mike Vecchione.
All right, Greg Stone. You
That's
use
fun.
their name.
I like to use the wrong name to them to show power. I go, "How you doing, Mike Racine?"
Oh, and I shook your hand.
Oh, you did
It
because
means I agree.
Power move. Also, my wife is a little bit furious. She's finally changing her name to my real last name.
Oh, was that a fight that was happening?
Yeah, but the fight was more because she was on her period. You know, we had to get the blood out. It was all a setup for that. There was no fight. There was no name. There's no period. I'm a hack.
No, that was
I live
great.
for the joke.
That was very creative, and our fans appreciate that.
Right in if you appreciate that. I don't know what we're talking about.
No, they do. They love it. Have you read the YouTube comments? They love it
to them, but
because I break the fourth wall.
I don't see people behind the camera.
I break the fourth wall. It's them. They're watching.
They are. Look at you. Hey, you sitting down right there. I see her. He was probably masturbating to something else, but then put on Macaroni Rascals, but he never finished. He just never pulled his pants back
I picture
up.
them already getting ready to eat. They're all getting ready to eat. Everybody's always getting ready to eat, and it's what this podcast
pre-dinner podcast.
Pre-dinner
pod.
Yep.
I have to love that.
Or afterwards. It's podcast goes good after the dinner. It's like a little anisette. It helps you digest.
We should do a segment, which is the last 10 minutes, which is the last 10 minutes that you save for dessert. You watch the beginning before dinner or while you're eating. Then you pause the podcast at home. You pause the podcast. We do dessert talk.
That's what we call the Patreon episodes. Dessert.
Yeah,
tiramisu.
Whipped cream. Tiramisu's better.
Yes.
Whipped cream on top.
Whipped cream is something that you put on tiramisu.
One cherry, not enough. They give you one cherry.
I don't like cherries.
That's fair.
It's makes it seem like there's a lot of blood in the. What was our phrase? Blood in the.
I'm not gonna push it until you get it. Blood in
the clothing.
Blood in the clothing is a thing that's words that you said. Forget out the words that we want. Come on,
man. There's.
Ow.
There's blood on it.
Ow. Out.
Oh, we need to get the blood out.
That's one for you, boy. That's 5 points.
This is a recovery podcast. This is a recovery episode, man. I'm very excited that I got it, and thank you for for triggering me. That's the wrong word, but you triggered, and I did it.
I didn't want to tell it to you. I wanted you to find it yourself. I knew you had it.
Right.
I know you had it. Get there. Did you used to do that with your students? Did you go get there? Get there. What's 10 plus 1? I
used to do another
11, dummy. What?
No, I'd never said dummy, but I used to do this thing. I mean, that's the sign of a good father,
right?
But I used to do this.
Damn, you took me out.
We're heavy on that today. Anyway, I used to do this thing where it's like math. If you get the problem right, if everybody, I put 4 people on the board at the same time, and I go, if you guys all get your problems correct and all the work is done, I'll run head first into the board.
No.
Yes, I would.
You rhinoed it?
I rhino? 4 correct math problems. I'll hurt myself. For your enjoyment.
You should cut like a wrestler. I'll bleed. I'll cut your face.
I would swallow chalk. I mean, I think it was non-toxic, but nobody knows. I was like, I'll put the chalk in my mouth if you guys all get it right. How about that? I will jump out the window. It's first floor, but I would jump out the window.
Yeah. And then when you come back and your clothes are covered in blood, you take it to the cleaners. You just like, hey, can you get the blood out? That's 3 more points.
We're having a great episode.
We're so far so good, but I think I'm out of energy. I want to go to bed.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. And you people need more than 15 minutes?
Do they?
We're not even at 15.
We're still in the appetizer.
Oh my God, we're still at 8.
We're still the appetizer.
It's 8 minutes in.
We didn't even get to any of my segments.
Oh.
So don't worry, we're good.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, we talked about the dry cleaner thing, but I don't think people outside of New York realize that there has to be I moved to Manhattan. Sorry to pull rank, but I moved to Manhattan and there's no, like I used to do my laundry at a laundromat sometimes here in Queens. There's no laundromats where I live. It's all like drop it off.
Really?
Yeah, because Katie wanted to do the laundry somewhere. And she's like,
that means they're outsourcing.
There's just nowhere to do it. It's all drop it off.
It's all sent over to India and they send it back.
Do you think they do that?
I think so. These people are weird.
I think it's weird that there's no laundry. I mean, because people don't do their own laundry there. They just won't do it. They just won't. They don't have time.
No one's got time. New York's a fast-paced city.
It is fast-paced, man.
Hot live deals being
and
brokered.
Today was terrible weather.
I know, and I saw you.
Yeah,
walking through. Can I?
It was
jump
bad.
to the joke?
Yeah, let's go.
Your feet were all wet.
My feet were wet.
What the hell was that about?
I chose the wrong footwear.
Why?
because I figured, oh, it's just a little cold, it'll be fine. But it's like I have rubbers on, not what you're thinking.
Not it at all.
And I didn't use them. I just
brought these silk shoes.
it.
I've never seen a man wear silk shoes before.
Yeah.
Those look so comfortable.
It's
so,
a high.
You want to take your feet off now? I mean,
it's a high level
fine
podcast.
That you walked into my house, an Asian household, with your shoes on.
You didn't tell me to take them off.
It goes without.
No, it doesn't go without saying. It doesn't go without saying. You did this one other time where it was like, do I need to say lettuce and tomato on a sandwich? Like, yes, you do, dude.
No.
It does go without saying.
It goes without saying.
No, it doesn't. You have to say it. I don't know what kind of people you are. Oh, you just assume that your wife is Asian, so it's like, take off your shoes? I don't know that.
Yes.
That's a stereotype.
It is.
And it's racism. Stop Asian hate.
Stop Asian hate, but take your shoes off if you see an Asian person. If you see an Asian person on the street, in a car, anywhere, just take your shoes off and say, I support you with your culture. Do it. They'll love it.
No, that's stereotypes.
Walking in the middle of the street, seeing an Asian person, looking him in the eyes, then saying, I support your culture, then taking your shoes off in front of them, that's support.
It's not support.
It's support.
That's not support. They will look very strangely at you. Now, can you save it with a bow? Probably.
Yes.
You could save it with a bow and then a stance.
It's not save, it's
and
extra
then forms.
Stamps.
Sorry.
Take 1,000 pictures of them. They love it.
Come on. No, they don't. They don't love it. And if you wanted me to take my shoes off, getting back to the main point, because I know how you spiral off with your ADHD, which is your excuse now. Oh, it's my ADHD. It's like, what other term did you use? Cognitive dissonance of the all right, child psychology terms that you're using to get away with stuff, Greg. Tina doesn't call you on it because you keep her locked in a room. I'm going to.
Mm-hmm. How long are we in the podcast? Because the reason I asked that is, how long have you still had your shoes on? Still on.
Oh, it's still an issue?
After the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent time wiping my feet down there. I wiped my feet several times.
Well, then everything I said means nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
Erase it all.
But is it a thing in your house?
What?
No shoes?
Comfort is a thing in my house.
No shoes.
I don't even wear. It's a comfort thing. We don't care about the shoes. We want you to be the most comfortable, and we'll force you into comfortability.
Okay, can I switch it on you, Chris, real quick? Because this is pretty ironic.
Sure.
We have no shoe policy in our house.
Your house?
Yeah. In my apartment, in my dojo.
Wait, you have a no shoe policy?
Yeah, you have to take your shoes off.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
So what's good for me, buff on ghoul to you?
No, I don't know what your custom is in your house.
Look at the face of my wife.
But my she's not my wife, but she's my
cultural appropriation. Your wife. We know she's into anime.
My significant partner
right.
is not Asian. She is a white. She's a Midwestern white, and she requires it.
Yeah.
So you can't go based on somebody's ethnics.
Your wife has been stealing Asian culture since I've known her.
Is that? It's a heavy accusation you just made.
Yeah, man. I remember one time I went long on her show. I was doing her show.
Yeah.
And I did like 3 minutes over the light. Mm-hmm. She swung a katana sword at my neck.
Yes.
Thank God I blocked it because I have Asian racist karate skills. Okay. And so I saved myself, but she's been doing that thing for us. She wears big yellow jackets and giant red sunglasses and puts up the peace sign just to say hello. How's everyone doing? Hi, I'm Katie. I go, you're a racist.
Oh, but you know what? Swinging at you for blowing the light.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound like her. I want to defend her.
Yeah,
because I love her, but that sounds exactly like something she would do.
Yeah, because
she likes a timely show.
Also, culturally appropriating the Germans with her anger.
No, or the Russians in this case.
Yeah.
What do you think of the tracksuits back? I think our fans are relieved.
I gotta say, I'm half in, half out.
No, these tracksuits are great.
Half in because they look great. We feel great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable. Great.
And it keeps the jokes in, right? It keeps them moist.
No funny happens because they're in the jacket.
They're in the jacket.
But I'm so hot in these lights.
Well, that's your home studio that you have.
Prison. This is so. I got to figure out how to do lighting. Look at that. So
we got a studio in here.
Also,
great.
The jackets keep the blood in. No, that's not the sprays. I don't learn it. What we
to get the blood out?
You can't just say it with
I corrected you. I said no. You don't need to get the blood in. You got to get the blood out.
Yeah,
and then I did it.
Jackets don't keep the blood out. That's why it didn't work. I don't want to say I hate you, but
You shouldn't then. It's your choice. And it's your choice. So it was a wet walk here. It's a I have to keep the podcast moving, Greg. We can't just sit on something and have awkward silence. Okay? The fans are not paying for that. They're paying for laughs.
So your feet are wet.
So my feet are wet inside the sock, but the shoes are not wet. The feet are wet inside the sock.
Do you want some clean socks? I got some right there.
No. I'm going to suck it up and just finish the day.
In wet
socks?
I took
a freezing shower. It was really cold today. And I took a freezing one, and it was like really bad. So this is nothing now.
What?
Wet socks?
Wet,
cold socks are nothing.
It's the worst. I'd rather have dry. I'd rather have kidney stones than wet feet.
No way you would say that.
Yeah.
No. Have you ever had kidney stones?
Yeah, 4.
Hey, did you really?
They don't call me Greg Stone for nothing.
Oh,
I'm not even joking. I have had kidneys. But
that's a good joke.
Have you had them? What's a good joke?
Kidney. They don't call me Greg Stone for nothing.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I mean that's a great joke. I want you to acknowledge it. They don't call me Greg Stone for nothing, and I don't want to let that slip by because that's a great joke. And that you actually did have kidney stones.
I did. Have you had them?
No.
You'd only be so lucky.
Yeah, I heard they're brutal. I heard it's like giving birth.
It teaches you what life is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know life until you had a kidney stone. It hurts so bad, but you know you'll be okay, that you just laugh. You go, it's hilarious how much pain I'm in right now. Hilarious. This is crazy.
Is it kind of like sitting through your act? Because how much pain you're in and you're going to get through it?
I got it, dude.
Okay. All right. Well,
I got it.
All right, Greg. I was like,
gotta get it.
Yeah, but is this a sensitive part of the show? We're just being, we're being free with each other.
Free to tell.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
That's fun for one person.
Yeah, it's fun, but the fans might like it.
They might. They don't because they support my act. They don't. No one's ever seen it because I don't. I sold like 3 tickets to the last show I did.
That's okay. Those are good numbers.
They came because it was a free White Claw. They didn't even come for Greg Stone. They came for the free White Claw. They took the White Claw and they left.
No, the White Claw is Go ahead. The White Claw is just the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
What
were we talking about?
We were talking about dry cleaners. We were talking about my wet feet getting in here. We were talking about the conflict that we're having. And I actually would never disrespect your home. If you told me to take my shoes off, look at me.
Yeah.
If you told me to take... I'm sorry, I thought we were losing you.
That's fine.
Look at me, Greggy. Eye contact.
Here we are.
Okay, so if you would tell me to take my shoes off, and you wouldn't have to go like, take your shoes. He's like, Mike, this is what we do in the house. I would gladly take my shoes off.
I would say this is an almost Chinese household. You need to take your shoes off.
Yeah, but you're not. You're Italian.
I know, but my wife is almost Chinese.
But you keep her locked in a room, and you don't ever let her out, and she barely is able to. I was shocked. She was in the kitchen today. I was like, Tita, you're alive. You're safe.
I know. I was very mad at her for showing her face. You saw that. I almost threw the frying pan right out the window.
You flipped out a little bit.
Every time she shows her face as one of my friends, I throw out one of her favorite items.
Is that how you do it?
Yep. I threw a frying pan out. Now she can't cook. Now she has to cook with bowls. She puts the bowl on a stove. She hates it. Well, you shouldn't have come in the house when I had friends over. Go back in the room.
That's why scheduling is so hard, because you make sure Tita is in that room. She doesn't want to be in the room.
Well, no, the scheduling means nothing. As soon as she starts coming up, I just push her immediately into the room and lock the door.
What about March?
What about March of Dimes?
It's Women Awareness.
Yeah, I'm aware of her.
Yeah.
I'm aware that she's in the
room.
And
you should be celebrating her. You should be celebrating. Great.
You then marry her if you love her so much.
Well, we're going to do split custody with Calvin?
Full custody for you. She comes with the kid. That's like her accessory.
But we'll have to... Where are you going to live?
Me?
Yeah.
You want to live in this house?
Well, I'm going to have to move in.
Well, then I'm going to move with Katie. A non-sexual.
I mean, it's all non-sexual.
It's all non-sexual.
But it seems like I'm going to have to raise your kid then for you. And then you're going to get to live with Katie doing whatever I do.
You taking cold showers?
Taking cold showers and doing planking.
Wet sock workouts.
Instead of having a kid, you're going to plank.
How long can you plank?
How long do you spend with your kid?
About 6 hours a day.
6 hours a day. That's how long you plank.
Wow.
Planking is my son.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Well, we all have different activities. So, but I managed to still keep a layer of fat around my midsection.
No one notices it.
Yes, they do.
Only you. Yahoo.
The guys in the locker room at Equinox,
They say that.
because I celebrate myself and I'm always looking at it after I check my weight.
Uh-huh.
I'm a psycho.
And what do the guys at Equinox say?
They don't say anything. They keep it to themselves, but I know what they're thinking.
That you thinking, look at this guy's a rim around his belly?
They're thinking you need a trainer.
Why don't
You
you
need a
color it?
personal trainer.
Why don't you paint it like one of the rings of Saturn? And you just so when you walk out with your shirt out and people like go, what is that? You go, I'm Saturn. That's the ring of Saturn. Come explore my body.
Yeah.
Space Magellan.
Come here, run your fingers on me. It's out of this world.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It was deserved.
No, that was better than another one. There we go.
It was well deserved. Anyway, I met you in a coffee shop and you were there with little Calvinucci, who I was surprised to see. He was a special guest.
He was.
And you took him out for a little coffee. I'm surprised you took him out on this day. This day is a bad weather day and babies are fragile. But you just throw caution to the wind and it's like, yeah, let's just risk it.
I'm training him to be
no
tough.
risk it, no biscuit.
If you don't risk it, you don't get a biscuit. Did you fart or were you trying to push a button?
No.
I saw you do this.
Yeah, I just posture. Because sometimes I'll watch this and my posture is so bad.
You watch them?
Yeah, I do watch the episodes. Because sometimes I'll text you and I'll be like, this is really funny.
I just text you, you're really funny, and I've never seen a thing you've ever done.
So you're lying?
I'm guessing. I'm assuming.
You're assuming.
You assume you're good. You seem nice.
That's the way to go.
I know you're what's his name is a big fan of you. Artie Lang.
Yeah, Artie Lang is great.
You know him?
I do know him personally, and so do you.
Me too. I just said any name, and it happened to be a guy I do know, and
yeah, you were looking for somebody that we both didn't know, but it was somebody we both did know.
I should have shot higher.
Yeah,
Artie
Fuqua.
Mm.
We both know him too. All right, this is going into a dead end. Sometimes we'll have dead ends, and we need to pull out of them.
Turn around and we walk to another door.
And we turn around and we go to another cul-de-sac.
I want to talk about what's cool.
All right, let's do it.
Because your socks made me think. Because your sock, I saw a guy smoking a cigarette outside.
Yeah,
and he looked cool.
That's pretty cool.
Cool. Smoking cigarettes is cool.
It's cool. I'll tell you why it's cool. You want to know why it's cool? Because you know it's imminent death. Mm-hmm. It's causing your demise, but you just don't care. And there's something about that, throwing caution to the wind and being like, I don't really care about death, and just being so casual about it. That is cool.
Heart disease kills more people than lung cancer. How come sitting outside with a big bowl of rigatonis, having a meatball outside a coffee shop ain't cool?
Whoa.
How come being fat ain't cool?
Now you're attacking our fan base.
Right.
Because this is a rigatoni based podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You almost vomited in your mouth in the middle of that sentence. That's what I'm saying. How come eating a big bowl of pasta ain't cool? I'm saying it is cool. We're making it cool. You know,
we're making it.
We're
cool.
making it.
We're
cool.
making it cool.
Wet
while
socks,
sitting in a tracksuit.
Hypothermia. Cool.
Yeah. Pneumonia.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool. But do you understand the cigarette thing? I'm purposely doing this to myself.
I'm purposely
smoking.
What about just nibbling on your own hands? I'm eating my own hands. Mm-hmm. That's not cool. That's weird.
Right.
How come homeless people aren't the Fonz? They're purposely living on the street, smelling, being weird.
No motorcycle.
No motorcycle. That's not cool. They're living the most... a motorcycle leather jacket is cool?
Yes.
Living on the train in your own piss, eating a fucking mouse for dinner? That's cool. That's dangerous. Right?
I don't think so, Greg.
I'm going to walk up to a homeless guy and go, hey, man. Hey, Mr. Cool. Hey, Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool. Can you go talk to that girl for me? Hook me up. They're the coolest people. Space travel. Cool because it's dangerous.
It is pretty dangerous. That is kind of cool. You're mixing cool with dangerously unsafe. So I think you're confusing the two.
OSHA is nerds.
OSHA, they protect the sea life, right?
No.
OSHA? What is OSHA?
That seems like that would be OSHA are the compliance people at work. They tell you, how long your box cutter should be and how safe ladders are, and OSHA compliant. They make you wear helmets. Nerds.
Oh, safety people.
Yeah.
Human resources.
Sexual harassment used to be cool.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right?
Well, no, I don't think it was cool before.
guy grabbing a girl by the scruff of her neck and being like, just kissing her and going, "You got it, babe." That used to be cool.
Well, I don't know
Now
if they had
not.
a scruff.
Like a
I
cat.
don't know what their scruff. Yeah, I think you're thinking of a cat. I think a lot of times, Greg, because you're a smart guy,
Mhm.
you confuse ideas and they cross
Mm.
pollinate, and
The
then whatever
wires.
comes out of your mouth is like grabbing a woman by her scruff. It's like that's a dog or a cat, and you're combining it in a relationship. You see how that works?
I can't argue it, but I will say, movies, kissing a girl when she doesn't expect it,
Right.
used to be cool.
That's a huge thing for you.
Now it's not.
I think it's a huge thing for you just in general.
Because that's the movies I was raised on.
Kissing a girl.
Well, the night
Unexpected.
is dark.
Right.
The night is dark, and the man is supposed to be dead, and he's alive, and he walks up and goes, "Oh my God, you're alive!" And the whole movie, are they not gonna?
Right.
And
the sexual tension.
Right. He grabs her by her shirt, pulls her forward, kisses her on the lips, and then he goes, "Baby, my time ain't up yet," or some bullshit.
Yeah.
That used to be cool.
Right.
But now it's not. But let me add this other layer to that. Because of the Me Too movement, God bless, thank God for that. It's great for women. Cool is changing.
Right.
So now movies are going to be like, grabs her by the shirt and says, "Hey, is it okay that I grab you by the shirt?" Then she goes, "Go on." And and then consent is king, right? A letter,
Right.
a written, he goes, pulls out a contract, it's signed here.
Right.
What am I signing? It says, "We're going to make love tonight." And then she signs it. That's cool.
Then there's a notary there too.
Sexual contracts.
It's a sexual contract that had to be notarized.
Mm-hmm. Did this joke go nowhere? I think I got in the room and I looked around and I said, "I don't know if there's anything in here. It's a totally blank space."
Well, your whole thing is what's cool now.
What's cool
versus what's cool in the future, what was cool in the past, and how cool changes. Smoking used to be cool. Now it's a deadly addictive habit, and we know that. But it's still a little bit cool. It's a little bit cool. But remember in the 80s, like doing a Rubik's Cube was cool. It's like that guy's really smart.
Yeah.
That was like the SATs.
Yeah.
In the 80s. That was like an IQ test. It's like, how fast can you do this Rubik's Cube? And then they used to have contests. I would cheat. I would take the stickers off and just put them.
Yeah, with this.
Yeah.
That's the best
and even
thing.
that was kind of challenging for me.
Yeah. It's always cool because those guys, now you'll see one, someone will just have one in their house and they'll pretend like, "Whoa, what's this?" And then they'll do it real quick.
Right.
And it's like, "Yeah, man, you own it. I knew you knew how to do it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's still kind of impressive.
But cool.
But it's kind of cool.
Shacky, comedian I know, friend, thinks he's better than me because he could do a Rubik's Cube.
He's probably better than both of us in the sense that he has whatever that skill is. It's like a problem solving skill. Shacky's probably a very good problem solver.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of what is it? It's like autism. That's what it is that he has. Autism.
Well, I mean, you can't have it all.
You know what autism is? It's
What?
when you feel bad for someone. You autism. That's so stupid.
I think the fans appreciate the attempt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really do think they appreciate the attempt.
I thought that cool segment was going to take the whole podcast, and I'm completely out of it.
You're completely out of it? Well, what are some other things that were considered cool that were... I watch old movies all the time, and it was cool to like dress up, like wear like suits and stuff every single day. And now we're sitting here, a couple of Cavones in these track suits. So what about it?
I'll pivot you a little bit and say
a suit every day. Imagine getting up and throwing on a suit every day.
I would blow my brains out. You have to have that ironed.
Or you might be the most successful guy in Queens because
Mr. Suit.
No, the suit has a psychological effect on you, and you go, "I'm a boss. I'm a boss now," and you start acting like a boss. Right now, you're not dressing in the suit.
You're fired.
Yeah, you start firing people.
Fired. You're fired, man. Fire someone in a coffee shop you don't work at. I'm from corporate. You're fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about leather jackets? Right? The leather was cool. Then the Matrix came out. They were the coolest people ever.
Right.
You watch the Matrix now, you go, these people look goofy. They look silly.
Right.
Why do they have all this patent leather on? It's real hard to run in leather.
And what about those sunglasses?
It's too dark out for these sunglasses.
Right.
Oh, I have a fun idea for the Patreon if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you use my Oculus Rift. I don't know if you're too scared, but I'm gonna see if you want to.
What is that? Virtual reality?
Virtual reality.
I'm not good at regular
Reality?
times. Yeah. So I still haven't figured out just regular computers. So I think we're jumping ahead
No, but I'll
by
put it on
putting me
you,
in virtual reality.
and I'll guide you.
I think I should go back. If it's virtual reality, like in the 1800s, like I'm on a farm milking a cow and like making a horseshoe. It's like that's probably more my speed.
It's
I'm
boxing.
very get out.
Boxing, and you can feel when you punch.
Get out.
Yeah, it's a training, and it's tiring. I did 2 rounds last night, and my arms were gonna fall off. You want to try it now?
No.
Sure.
No, I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of? He's not gonna hit you for real. Are you afraid of I'll be on the outside in this reality. If you get sucked in, I'll pull the thing off your head. And I'll go, Mike, it's okay. It's not real. Are you afraid that you'll fall into the virtual reality world?
I did it. I did it over at Nate's one time, and it freaked me out, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was freaky.
So make the tier a lot more money so to push people to do it. If we get 40 subscribers, I don't know how many we have.
I don't know either.
400 subscribers? What's the number? Let's say 60 subscribers.
No, let's shoot for 100.
100 subscribers. I'll make Mike do virtual reality. And added feature, I won't close your ears for this. There's a game called it's called Pilot Wings. I put it on for 2 seconds. You fly planes. I immediately threw up. It's so jarring and horrifying that I'll make you do it. And we'll see if you throw up. We'll do the Pilot Wings challenge.
All right. So you're selling it by telling me you threw up?
I'm selling it by saying, if we get this many, we're going to make you throw up. Just with this one game.
Right.
It's so jarring.
Jarring, out of control.
And you could box this guy. It'd be fun for you.
Boxing and throwing up. Sounds like a great afternoon, Greg.
You're going to love Oculus.
I'm glad you have a kid.
Wow.
Took a shot.
I know. There's a meditation app you'll like where they talk to you and they're like, Mike, sit down. Mike, sit down. It's just yelling at you constantly, telling you to sit down. Mike, calm down, relax. Dude, relax. That's a meditation app. Dude, relax.
Dude, relax. It's not that big of a deal. You're overreacting. Your girlfriend is not cheating on you. Those texts are from her friend.
Dude, you're acting crazy right now.
You're being crazy, bro.
There it is. Over there. If you can reach, I have a present. It's not for you to keep, though. In between that bin and that thing, grab this like a plate, a mark. Grab that little. No. Yeah. See that?
That?
Yeah. I was going to set that up for us.
Oh, the Italian picnic table?
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
That's pretty
but
sweet.
I couldn't find it. I was looking all day for it.
Well, it got to it was 70 the other day, and then it
what was 70?
It was 70 outside in New York. And then now today it's like 30. So it's probably because all these
the hell are you talking about?
Can I get it out? It's probably because all of these dry cleaners are not being green and they're just dumping all of their suds into the streets, and it's polluting everything.
So I said I had this fun picnic table, and then you said, bring back the green. We're going back to the bit we opened with?
Yeah, because we got to get the blood out of it.
Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a gift. I'll take it.
It's a gift. And we're 33 minutes in, and how do you think it's going? I like to evaluate it. We do a survey everybody's surveying everything all the time. Like, how was it, the Uber ride? Like, even during the Uber ride, they go, how's it going? It's like, can we get to where we need to go before we start, like, evaluating everything? But we're 30 minutes in. How do you think it's going?
I'll be honest. I'm having a great time.
You're having a great episode.
But I keep saying, I don't know how much longer we have. Because I keep thinking, the laughs are going to stop. But the laughs keep coming. You keep making me laugh. You keep delivering. You're like a Domino's pizza delivery guy who delivers all the time. That wasn't a good reference.
No, but you know what it was? It was pretty cool. What is cool?
What is cool?
What
Thanks.
is cool? And what was cool? A 24-hour pizza delivery service is great.
That is great.
You wake up 4 a.m, you're like, pizza.
And we'll pick up other things for you on the way. What if it was like, hey, we're Domino's, but we'll also stop at CVS for you?
Pizza, a lamp.
Right. But look, let's be funny. That's funny, and that's
Pedialyte.
great. But imagine a real Domino's Pizza goes, do you have stuff in the area? We will deliver your pizza, and we will pick up a couple other things for you if you want it.
Yeah.
That's a great service.
What about your mother-in-law? We'll pick up your mother-in-law.
That's actually great. I thought you were kind of insulting me.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. It was not personal.
No, and it's a great service.
But what if they bring the mother-in-law over and then they drop off the pizza and then the mother-in-law watches the kid, and then you can leave then.
I can leave with the pizza person?
Yeah.
That's funny. This was an old bit I used to try to do, and someone told me I was stupid because everyone has already said it, but I don't care. I repeated it. I thought the best thing to do is you go to a pizza place instead of getting an Uber, and you go, deliver this pizza to my house and let me come for the ride. And they drive you home.
Right. That's a isn't that a drunk driving thing?
What?
Where it's like I forget how it works. You call for that's a joke. But it's like you call for a pizza and they come and then they give you a ride home. They deliver the pizza to you wherever you are, and then it's like, okay, now give me a ride home. Something like that.
Well,
or it's like you have to pick me up and we're delivering the pizza. You walk to the pizza place and you deliver it to your house.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I couldn't follow it. I'm sorry, Greg.
Or call an ambulance when you get to the hospital. I feel better, and where you wanted to go is right around the hospital.
Well, that's my old joke. Where
your old joke, of course.
My old joke is that ambulances are so expensive. You know, ambulances are like, that's 15 grand.
Hang on a second. Stop. Just do the right thing.
No. I don't. It's not a joke. I don't have the joke.
You have the joke.
That's the joke.
Mike, I've heard you had a thing about ambulances going on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing about ambulances. They're really expensive now. So it's like 15 grand. So I just call an Uber to the hospital.
15 grand, Mike? You really think it's 15 grand?
It's a lot of money.
I'll say this. I hit the wrong button. I did want to do this. Thank you, guys. That's Mike Vecchione. We'll be back with more ambulance talk on the Ambulance Show. Right now, a word from our sponsor, Keck Rings. Anyway, 15 grand is a lot, though.
It's not 15 grand, but it's like 5. It's something. It's crazy expensive.
Yeah, crazy.
Because I remember somebody was drunk outside of a bar and they were like passing out, and they called an ambulance, and the person was like trying to fight the ambulance. Like it's 5 grand, dude. I'm not. My night doesn't end in 5 grand.
Yeah,
it's a bad way to end your night.
The minute I step in there, they charge you too.
Yeah,
you're 2 feet in,
they just go beep. The credit card swipes.
That's why I wear a fake mustache all the time. So when they do this, I go, I'm dying, I get shot or something. Ambulance picks me up, I have my fake mustache on. They bring me there, and I'm like, my name is Glenn Hoberman. Glenn Hoberman. and then they ask for my ID, and I go, later. I just go, later. I'll give it to you later. Later. And then they do the work, and then I go, I gotta go. Glenn Hoberman out. And then I leave.
That'd be great if you have just a fake. You have a jacket with all fake identification and everything. So if something does happen to you and then you have to go to the hospital, it's all fake. It gets billed to somebody fake.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just pretty much do whatever you want then.
We should get
arrested, whatever. You make bail. It's like now Glenn Hoberman has a case. You don't have it. You're Greg Stone.
And I'm not even Greg Stone. I'm actually doing the thing you're saying.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm being serious as hell.
You're not Greg Stone.
No.
So, okay, the good news is that you're not Greg Stone, so you don't have to take any responsibility for being Greg Stone.
Check that out, bro.
But the bad news is that kidney stone joke.
I know.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work now.
No.
Yes.
Look at disease. You didn't know that your last name?
Yeah, I do know. I do know.
How long have we been friends?
I know your last name, but I thought you legally changed it.
No, legally means I'd have to call somebody or do some paperwork, and I can't do.
So what is Tita going to change her name to? Your fake name or your real name?
Do you want me to do a bit, or you want me to tell you the truth?
Do the bit.
Do the bit.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to change to Ho Dance Puerto Rican because that's what she wants to be. The real story is she's changing. She's actually changing her name to my real last name.
Is she really?
Yeah, she just decided. And I think I kind of want to go back too because my son has my real last name and I want to have the same last name as my son. Is that weird?
No, I think that's called being a family. But can I do a joke?
Do a joke.
If you're not feeling good about yourself, you know, you can always change it from Cora Loser to Cora Loser. That's if you weren't feeling. Say if you weren't feeling good about yourself.
Well, now I'm not feeling good about myself.
No, but
so
you're great, Greg. You're great, Greg. But it's like I thought this was we were just doing the joke.
We weren't doing we were doing the, you know. It's like I have feelings, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna think of a better ending.
To what? I like to say I'm Cora Loser. SIR. So I'm
core. Oh, I got it.
Okay, I'll just stop talking.
I'm sorry. I got it. You had HD. You have ADHD, and then you finally got focused. So you're Cora Lucid. Cora Lucid.
That was what you took. That's what you took the ball out of my hand.
I got excited.
You took the ball out of my hand and you threw it right over the goddamn backboard.
I got excited for it.
Let's vote. I want everyone at home. What's better, Mike's joke of I have ADHD, so I'm Cora Lucid.
Yeah.
Or Greg's joke, which I said
the middle part where it's like you take a medication because it doesn't make sense.
Because it doesn't make sense. Or my joke of I'll be professional and be Cora Loser.
What's Cora Loser?
SIR.
Cora Loser.
Cora Loser, like sir. Can I get your table?
Yeah, Cora Lucid is better.
All right. Well, we'll get voted at home.
All right,
folks.
Write in. Write your congressman.
I don't know why. That's so funny to me. Yeah, send a letter to a congressman about which Macaroni Rascal joke is better.
We're having a weird episode. 40 minutes in.
I'm having a great time. I just
41 minutes in.
41. How many sponsors?
Remember when I used to try to keep structure?
Yeah.
That was fun.
I like when you.
That was fun for 2 episodes.
The problem is today we're not set up in a way where we're connecting. I have this.
Well, because I feel like I'm looking at you. It's a weird camera angle when I'm just staring at you the entire time.
Yeah.
But eye contact is probably important.
It's key.
But you got to cheat. You got to cheat, not in your marriage.
Let's do a Dick Cavett.
But you got to cheat to the camera.
I'm cheating. Let's do a Dick Cavett interview.
Okay.
Racism.
Yeah.
Sexism.
Mm-hmm.
Molestation.
Yeah.
That's what's plaguing society today. Mike, what's your take?
Yeah, it's bad.
I love that bit is it's only 4 buttons and I still can't remember which one is which. So it's always random. And that just
I can't remember which one is which either. Yeah. It's pretty random.
D is for drum. C is for clap. Whoa, is it on purpose? A is for I'll be back. I'll be back.
It's for I.
And B is for bomb.
Yeah.
All right,
really
so
good.
we can remember now.
Greg, you're really thinking.
I'm not thinking.
Except for when you forgot to put the tablecloth down.
Yeah, I did forget about that.
Wow.
Last night, Calvin woke up at 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning, Calvin?
5 a.m. Cal. And he's wiggled around for 3 hours. I was so mad at him. I just kept screaming at him. I kept going, "You're a loser, son."
Don't ever say that in his sleep.
I'll be honest, I don't even like this joke. I gotta get out of it.
That's yeah, it's subliminal.
I'm too sensitive.
It's subliminal. You don't want to ever do that.
I tweeted about this, but
you tweeted at him?
Huh?
Nothing.
I thought you at my son.
You tweeted at Calvin. Calvin, I don't like your movements in the night. Can you please get it together? And tagged him, and you tagged Tita in it.
She is, yeah. Let me tell you this story, and it's not funny, but it's real, and I did tweet it. But I was in bed. I'm not in bed. I was in a chair. I had to rock.
Sexy.
I was rocking Calvin to sleep, even more sexy.
Right.
And I got my headphones on so that I can just get some music, but I can't control I can't control the music because I'm holding him. Right. So it's just kind of like whatever comes on Pandora.
Right.
Have you ever heard the song "Father and Son" by Cat Stevens?
No. Cats in the Cradle.
Okay, this one might be worse. Like as far as that goes, it is. First of all, they need to do a warning for this song.
Yeah. Don't be holding your son.
I'm holding
while the song comes on.
I have it, and the sun is coming up as well.
Right.
I'm trying to put my son down, but it's so late. The sun is coming up. This father and son.
He pulled an all-nighter.
Clap. Drum.
I got it wrong.
Wow, delete the letters.
I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't make the. I have to think about the joke, and then I have to think about the. It's just too. It's too many resources being drained.
Yeah, you're a one resource man.
So you're with your son, and an emotional song comes on as the sun is coming up.
I can't get to my phone to change it because I'm holding him.
Right.
So I have to listen to this wildly emotional song about a dad and his kid.
Yeah.
And I am bawling hysterically into a pillow because I don't want to wake him up. So I have this, and I'm literally just taking the pillow and I'm putting it in my face because I can't stop crying.
Because you don't want him to see you crying like that, because then he won't respect you.
He won't respect me, and he'll go, gay daddies shouldn't exist by law. I don't think that. He thinks that. But he's a baby. He hasn't yet learned that those are wrong statements.
Baby Calvin?
Yeah, so far I've been racist and homophobic on this podcast.
Baby Calvin. We're going to have to flag this episode as extra spicy. This is an extra spicy episode, and there might be some things being said by Greg that are not his true opinions.
No,
and they're the result of hilarious, spontaneous improv.
I got the wrong button.
We'll be right back with the Groundlings.
We're letting an improv troupe on?
Yeah.
We should do one episode that's just a full improv troupe. We're not even here. We let them improv. Let's sit back. Now, how much time?
There's a Rubik's Cube right there, dude. I can't believe we did that whole segment and I didn't know there was a Rubik's Cube right there. Finished, complete.
That's why I thought you brought it up.
No, absolutely. What do you think? I'm Kaiser Sose. I just look at stuff around the room and just start talking about it. It's literally how my
comedy works. I'm literally like, I saw the guy yesterday. His name was Lamp Cuphead. Lamp Cuphead. you know him. He was hanging out with his friend Camera Light Ceiling.
That is pretty good. It's a pretty good way to do comedy. It's pretty funny.
That's not hard. It doesn't work that way.
All right. But I didn't realize that Rubik's Cube was right there and it was completed. So you feel like he graduated college or something. Look at that.
Yeah, it's because Shaggy comes over and he does it in my face. And he goes, but you can't do this. I go, why don't you just tell me how to do it? And he goes, he's like, he was like, I'd like to drive on a Wednesday. This is a real Shacky insult heavy podcast.
It is. We're taking aim.
Take aim.
Take aim at him.
Some podcasts like to go after a podcast.
But what if it would have got to an extreme? I know you and Shacky are friends, but sometimes you insult him, he insults you over a Rubik's Cube. It gets to hand-to-hand combat. Mm-hmm. You end up killing him. Mm-hmm. And then you have to figure out a way to get the blood out.
There it is. I can't kill him because this guy has arms. I swear to God, the wingspan of a gorilla.
Shaggy's a great swimmer. He's a great swimmer.
His fingers touch the floor when he walks.
Yeah.
And he has low self-esteem, so he's crouching even more.
Yeah.
So his just hands drag like a.
Is it low self-esteem or is it a technique?
No, it's low self-esteem, but it's not low self-esteem. It's the perfect amount of esteem for what he is.
Right.
Okay. He knows exactly what he is, and it's garbage. So he treats himself the way he should be treating himself.
Well, maybe he should go on that show. Are You Garbage?
Yeah, they come on and they can go, yes. I'll let them calm down. I'll let them calm down. Thank you, people. You're far too kind. You're far too kind. Tell me.
I have a story. It doesn't match your child. You crying because of a song. Cat Stevens song.
I was gonna say this. You cut me off, so let me finish before we change subjects.
Okay.
Some podcasts like to take aim at other podcasts.
Right.
We should just take aim at my friends who aren't really doing podcasts or on the air or doing anything
because they have no way to respond.
Yep.
We're bullies.
Let's shit on Andrew Johnson, who I went to high school with, and he was nice enough to come out to a show last week. This guy just works at Aldi. Let's take him down.
What's he do at Aldi?
Hey,
besides price things higher than normal grocery stores.
Got him.
Take that one, Andrew.
Take it, Andrew Johnson.
And is he one of the presidents?
Great guy. He was one of the presidents.
Andrew Johnson.
Yeah.
I know Andrew Jackson was, but I thought Andrew Johnson was also.
Johnson.
Damn it.
You'd know it if you were fair.
You're not giving me many civil rights during this podcast, right?
I don't know. Does that mean not putting
He's a civil rights president.
Yeah, but I don't know how would I give you civil rights.
It's just I was trying to get through the joke, Greg.
All right, I hear you. Got any new jokes you're working on? Let's do Run That Bit. You want to do a segment called Run That Bit?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Okay.
This one just says, okay.
Is this one fresh?
It's fresh as a bagel at 6 a.m. at the bagel shop that makes them at 6 a.m.
Do you think that you're crying during
this is nothing.
during the song, the Cat Stevens song, while holding Calvinooch while the sun comes up? Do you think that if they took your tears, it would make good bagels?
Yeah,
the best bagels.
Yeah, because people love to eat sadness.
Mm-hmm.
So I did this the other day. This was a tweet, but this is a true story too. I was changing Calvin, and he shit through his diaper,
right,
through his onesie,
yeah,
through my shirt and my pants. Never has anyone ever shit my pants before. I should have changed the word to he shit my clothes. Never has someone shit my pants.
Shit
he shit my pants. He shit my own pants. There's nothing more there.
He shit through your pants. Is it my turn?
It could be if you want.
Go ahead. No, you go. You're on a roll.
This isn't either funny. This is just a thought I had. Is that we should get 1 million people to pray for one sick person to see if God really exists. Like we get everyone on earth to go. Let's all pray for this one kid with cancer, and if he gets better, like if he dies, then we go, all right, look, God wasn't listening. But then if he got better, then I got to be like, I got to eat my pants. I got to eat my I got to eat my words, and then we got to get lined up and get everyone to pray for. We just pick a kid every week we pray for.
Well, my thought is that okay, if everybody was praying for one person, that God would have no choice but to listen because he wouldn't be distracted by anything.
Right.
He would have to focus.
But then what if the kid still died? Then you can't believe in God anymore.
No. God just maybe wanted him, the kid with him more than, and it's his plan.
So healthy kids should just go, God doesn't love me enough. He just keeps me on earth so long.
Well, no, if you're chosen to get pulled up, then it's your time. But if you're not, then you have to stay on earth, dude, and figure it out. Okay, take some personal responsibility for yourselves. All right? Keep you relying on God for everything.
Yeah. That's it.
I mean, I just think it's lazy.
What?
Relying on God for everything?
Some things. One thing.
Yeah.
To cure my child's cancer. One thing. And I'm lazy. I'm not me, but the hypothetical me.
All right.
What's next? You have a bit?
Yeah, I'm getting a text here.
Oh, yeah. Enter a text. That's what's good for a radio show. We should be
Okay, I have something.
And
I'm gonna look at my thoughts real fast.
Oh man, I haven't read anything new.
Okay, I got something.
Okay.
Where it's this goes to the same thing. It's along the same theme as prayers. Okay, so did you ever you're trying to say a prayer at dinner, and then you have somebody take over, like one person usually speaks of the prayer for everybody when you're with the family, and then it's like they need to keep the prayer focused to the dinner because sometimes people spiral off into their own thing.
Oh, right.
Like if your brother goes, I'd like to thank God for the food, and I'd like to thank for all of us being together. And that's relevant to the meal. But then if he goes, and I would like to thank God for my wife's new promotion, it's like, buddy, that's not, unless your wife is a farmer who grew this food, like it's not relevant to the prayer. You do it on your own time.
Right.
You don't do it on our time when we're trying to thank God for the food. Let's keep the gratitude towards one thing. And that's why prayers don't come true, Greg. Okay? Because people don't stay focused. It's not God's fault.
Also, you had a car ride to this dinner. 45 minutes. You couldn't pray for your wife's promotion. Now you got to do it on my time.
Right.
I love when you go to a dinner. This is a classic Thanksgiving dinner. My uncle stands up and he goes, okay, Jerry, why don't you do the prayer?
Yes.
And then Jerry's like, whoa, I didn't come prepared. Now you got to put this guy in the spot.
Yeah.
He hasn't prayed in years. Now he's up there like, I want to thank God and Lenny, or whatever, like in the name of the Father and the soup. And he doesn't know it. He doesn't know it. He's a Jew.
Know it.
It's the Jew on his first day here.
Right.
That's it.
No, but I think it's, you don't like, I think it's great to put somebody on the spot when they're not expecting it.
What?
Why are you hiding behind the lamp? This is the part of the podcast where Craig hides behind the lamp. So prayers are important, but it's important to stay focused on.
Man, this is a wacky one. I wrote this. This doesn't make any sense. It says, I'm trans for selfish reasons. Oh, right. I want to be trans. Did I tell you that?
No.
I want to be trans. A letter to God. I want to be trans. No, I do. Here's why. I think that we got to get so good at being the disease. We got to get so good at the surgery. I just pop in for a weekend. You know what I mean? First 20 years of my life, I didn't drink. I turned 30, started smoking weed, did everything again, just did it drunk and high. Turned 40, got a kid. Now I'm doing it through the lens of a dad. 60 years old, dude is a female. Right?
Right.
Get that experience.
Right.
I think trans should be so open that even if you don't identify as a woman, you could just be a woman for a few years.
A few years. And then change back
if you want. If you
right. Then it's your option.
Maybe you go.
Because you're a woman and you have the right to choose.
You have the right to choose. It's Women's Month here, folks.
We'll be right back with the Go-Go's.
Ooh.
It's a woman's band.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever go to a go-go bar?
Yeah.
That's the best name. Go-go bar.
Yeah, a go-go bar.
Let's go to a go-go bar.
Yeah, topless just sounds kind of like they're flying by the seat of their pants. But go-go bar sounds fun.
Gentlemen's clubs.
Yeah.
No,
that sounds crazy.
Want to go to a go-go bar? Want to go to the go-go? Is go-go fully nude?
No, it's topless. Go-go
Really?
is topless, I think. But it sounds fun. How about this, Greg? Do you? I was driving in Midtown one time and I passed it was a piano store.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who?
Sorry.
Well, no, it's like who goes to a piano store?
Yeah.
Oh, let me go. You caught me on a bad day. I was just going out the door. I was just going piano shopping. I'm sorry. You caught me at a bad moment. I was on my way to go piano shopping. What did you want? Because I'm going to shop for a baby grand piano. The first step is to buy another apartment because, I mean, my apartment's too small for a piano. I'm going piano shopping. I'm going to the piano showroom.
Was it busy? It was just me and Liberace there.
Who's going piano shopping
I know,
in Manhattan?
$8,000 for a thing that's just going to sit in your house that you'll never touch.
Let me buy a piano and then a horse. And then I'll figure out where to put them. I like a guy like that. Goes piano, horse, and then I'll look for an apartment.
I think the piano, you just call the store and you go, I'll take one piano, please. And they go, which one? You go, I trust you.
I trust you.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's all notes.
And the good thing is you don't even play.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have to hire somebody to play.
Yeah. I like that joke. That's funny. Let's keep workshopping it.
We'll be right back with Bruce Hornsby.
Who's that?
This is a piano. He's great.
That was good.
And the range.
Steinway is one of the biggest piano companies. That's right down the block.
Yes, they're right down the block.
Yeah.
Steinway. Do you see those old pictures sometimes? In Mike's Diner, they used to have this old picture of Steinway, and it was everybody, the staff, and it was all kids who were working underage. They were like 8 years
Really?
old, like working. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's pretty funny.
Well, sometimes you ever think a piano salesman, they get suspicious? Like, you know how sometimes how TSA has to label people who might be terrorists? Do you think piano salesmen have to label people who might be trying to drop a piano on someone? You know, like, I think this guy's a clear, there's a clear Wile E. Coyote situation here.
Drop a piano. Or you have to identify, like, the piano showroom's got to be bad because you have to really diagnose who's serious about buying piano and who just wants to come in and hit the thing for a bunch of, it's like you really have to, I mean, you almost have to profile people. Does this person look like they really are serious about buying a piano? And how do you like close on a piano? It's like, look, I want to make the sale. You want this piano. I want to put this piano in your home. What do I have to do to get this piano in your home?
Get me a bigger home. I go, what's the weight on this thing? Now, if it falls on someone's head, are they going to be able to pop their head through the top and just be all dusty? Or is it going to murder? Because, is it Acme? Don't buy an Acme piano.
I think if a piano falls on your head, you learn to play the violin automatically.
Yeah, perfect. I think if a piano
my new favorite.
If a piano lands in your head and your teeth don't become piano keys, you didn't get the full experience. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Why do gay people love the piano so much? That's like kind of a real thing.
Elton John,
I just think Liberace.
Elton John. That you thought of two.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of straight piano players too.
Name one.
Bruce Hornsby.
Oh, I don't know him.
Bruce Hornsby and the Range. The Way It Is. You ever hear that song? The Way It Is.
The way it is. That's just the way it is.
Some things will never change.
Some things will never be the same.
Get a job.
What?
Billy Joel.
Oh my God, Billy Joel. Mike, you scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, for some help there, because Greg was going off the rails, and I didn't have the piano recall to get him straight.
So maybe it's fair to say everyone likes piano. I played the piano. I'm not gay.
Piano. Huh?
Piano.
That's a little instrument that's also dessert.
Bam! Who's the Peanuts guy who played piano?
Schroeder.
Oh.
Schroeder.
Oh.
Schroeder's cat. That's why I always thought that was weird.
Okay. Well, I think we've exhausted the piano store thing, but isn't it weird that
there's more meat on the bone?
There's more meat on the bone?
Yeah. You think the keyboard people put the piano people out of business? Because it's like, man, this thing's half the weight.
Yeah. That's a good point, Greg. Mm-hmm. Just when I thought you've tapped out, that is a pretty good point. So just buy a keyboard. Why would you need a baby grand piano in New York? Just buy a keyboard. What are you doing? And the sound could. Do you ever live in an apartment where a kid is practicing a musical instrument?
No, but I'll pretend. Yes. No. Yes.
No, you don't have. There's no right or wrong. I just used to. I've lived in several apartment buildings where somebody every day at 4:00 would be practicing something, and you would gradually hear them get better, and you'd be good for you. And then you wouldn't hear it anymore, and it's like quitter.
Oh,
you know?
Did you stomp your foot on the floor to do the bass? Like boom, 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 boom. And they're like, I can't stop playing. You're like, no, I got the bass. Boom, 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 boom.
I have to go to the bathroom, and we're an hour in.
So what does that mean?
I mean, I think my bladder tells us when this podcast is over.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm having an emergency.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go to break and then do the Patreon.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see.
Shout out to my man Steven Duran, $100. Turns out if you donate $100, I didn't know this. If you donate $100, we'll do an ad read for you for an ad. Is that right, Mike Suarez?
Yeah, from the month, each episode we'll do an ad for you.
So we'll do an ad for
your small business.
For your small business, we'll do an ad for you once a month. So, Mike Vecchione, we got a $100 subscriber, and we have to read their ad. So I'm going to read their ad right now, and you could just listen to it with your ears. Shout out to Steven Duran. Penn's Port Pub, Philadelphia's only classic go-go bar and beer store located at South Christopher Columbus Boulevard. If you're interested in dancing at Penn's Port Pub, just stop on by and ask the bartender. That's real. And it's a go-go bar like we were talking about in the podcast.
Wow. And I know where that is in Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah, it's Delaware Avenue. They call it Columbus Boulevard, but it's Delaware Avenue. Yeah. I mean, it must be new. It was probably not there when I lived there, but I know where Delaware Avenue is. Christopher Columbus Boulevard.
If it was a go-go bar, I know you knew it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I also have something added for Steven Duran. Well, we'll do it on the Patreon.
Well, shout out to Steven. Thank you for your subscription.
He also sent me a package. I have no idea what's in the package. I'm going to do a live opening on the podcast.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. On the Patreon.
Next week?
No, on the Patreon.
All right, let's do it on the Patreon.
I don't know what's in there. It could be just like a shirt or something. So
yeah.
I don't know if it'll take the whole episode.
Okay.
But is that exciting?
Very exciting because you don't know it's the unexpected. People love that now.
People love the unexpected.
People love the unexpected.
Yeah. Although I think we're good with unexpected. World War III, COVID. Let's just get back to the expected. Close it strong, Mike. I want you to close it. I demand it.
All right. Guys, this has been another episode of the Macaroni Rascals. And we appreciate you being here, and we appreciate your full pasta-related support. I know myself, Mike Vecchione, I appreciate it. And Greg Stone, not his real name, he also appreciates it. Greg, you're fine. The last word?
The last word is Scottsdale. It's my favorite place to go.
All right. We'll see you next week.